Hi, I'm Joey Gonzalez, bringing you another episode of AgStories. The definition of a Renaissance man is a person whose expertise spans a significant number of different subject areas. Today's story is about a fifth-generation farmer who left agriculture to pursue a music career. But farming was still in his blood. And then, something happened.
A forest dark, a dark foreboding.
Being a rock star ain't bad. Being a rock star in La Grande ain't bad either. In Merced or anywhere, when people appreciate your music, it's a really nice thing. I've opened for James Taylor. I've opened for Kenny Loggins. I've done some professional work that has been very satisfying.
When I was younger than today, dreaming of forever of the music I would make.
Well, music was kind of the matrix of the beginning of me, and I was kind of doing that from a very young age, composing at 7, 8, writing songs on the guitar and things, and thinking that was probably going to be the avenue of my life. I dedicated a lot of time, moved down to Los Angeles, did some decently large gigs as I got older. But, something about the whole professional aspect of music and being there on a stage with 1,000 people in front of you and still something's missing. I kept on wanting to get back to something grounded. My father, who has been a farmer all his life and a canner, he had called me up and just said, "Hey, listen, maybe you should come check it out for a summer and see how you feel about it." And I said, "Sure, what the heck?" And that was the grounding my life needed. Everything seemed to come together and start to come together with that. I've grown into being a farmer. It's a thing that every year you seem to have one more part of the puzzle that you think you knew, and another part of the puzzle that you thought you knew is totally different. Now you have to put it in a different place. I've had the background, and I think the luck of being a fifth-generation farmer hasn't quite run out yet. My great-great-grandfather came over from Germany and worked for a very short time in San Francisco as a restaurant manager, and then decided to come down to Cupertino, California. He bought 80 acres of bare root ground for $10 an acre, and it got passed down. My great-grandfather was somewhat of a land speculator and bought ground all over California. My grandfather farmed that same 80 acres and did cherries. In fact, at one particular point was acclaimed as the world's largest cherry farmer. And then my dad decided that carry himself into the cannery and the canning industry, and farming ended up with a ranch here in Planada, California, 350 acres of Cadota figs and a cannery. And then I sort of fell in right about there. The experience of hunting has always been there for me. The natural course of things came to me like a fly fisherman does with anything else. You want to do it as pure as you possibly can. Falconry in hunting is the purest form of hunting that I could even think about. Having a bird come take something out of the sky because it was connected to a human being was the most incredible experience that I thought I could possibly have. So I moved towards that. My next phase of falconry, I think, was writing. I wanted to write children's books about falconry because I was so absolutely enthralled with it. Not just an instructional guide, but some fun that goes along with it. It took me 2 years to write the first book, and through so many different revisions and revisions and revisions that didn't make any sense at all. Writing music is a lot different than writing prose. Just like growing figs is a whole lot different than growing almonds. The balance of my life has taken about 30 years to figure out, but when you talk about a balance between music and creative endeavors, and then it's just the basic toil of being a farmer, the basic moment, there's just no replacement for it. I really too. I mean, I am one of the luckiest guys I know. And I don't even know it sometimes. But I think, you know, that's the, when you got to have the two together. If you don't have them together, you're not complete.
Farmer, musician, singer, author, playwright, falconer. Eric Box, living the life in agriculture his way. Thanks for watching, and remember, a little dirt on your hands is a good thing.